Thailand rejects U.S. President Trump's mediation in Cambodia Thailand border dispute, imposes 4 strict conditions for peace deal at upcoming ASEAN Summit. Bangkok, Thailand. In a bold diplomatic move, Thailand's newly appointed Prime Minister, Anyutin Charnvirakul, has firmly rejected intervention from U.S. President Donald Trump in the escalating border tensions between Thailand and Cambodia. Speaking on the morning of Thursday, October 9, 2025, at Thailand's Government House, Anyutin outlined 4 stringent conditions that Cambodia must meet to demonstrate genuine commitment to resolving the ongoing 2025 border conflict. Only if these are fulfilled, he stated, would Thailand allow Trump to act as a witness to the signing of a peace agreement between the two nations during the ASEAN Summit scheduled for late October in Malaysia. This development comes just a day after reports in Thailand's prominent Khao Sad newspaper on October 8, 2025, highlighted Anyutin's tough stance. The conditions were announced in direct response to a letter from President Trump to Anyutin, in which the U.S. leader expressed a strong desire to see Thailand and Cambodia engage in dialogue to de-escalate the border standoff. However, Anyutin made it clear that Thailand has no interest in external mediation, emphasizing that the kingdom prioritizes its own national interests over international accolades or involvement. "I only care about Thailand," he remarked, dismissing Trump as merely a distant mediator from another continent. Anyutin even quipped that Thailand wouldn't be swayed by the prospect of Trump earning a Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts. In a follow-up, Anyutin confirmed he would personally reply to Trump's letter, reiterating Thailand's position in detail. During his press briefing, he elaborated, "President Trump sent me a letter expressing his hope that Thailand and Cambodia will negotiate to find a solution to the dispute. I will respond to him in line with our policy, and if Cambodia complies, Thailand is fully prepared to proceed with the process." The 4 key conditions for resolution. To underscore Thailand's seriousness, Anyutin laid out the following 4 non-negotiable demands aimed at addressing immediate security threats, historical grievances, and broader regional stability concerns. Immediate withdrawal of heavy weapons and troops. Cambodia must pull back all heavy artillery, armored vehicles, and military personnel from contested border zones to reduce the risk of accidental clashes and build mutual trust. Joint demining of shared border areas. Both sides should collaborate on clearing landmines from the common frontier, a lingering danger from past conflicts that continues to endanger civilians and hinders cross-border cooperation. Crackdown on cross-border online scams. Thailand accuses Cambodia of harboring organized cybercrime networks responsible for widespread online fraud targeting Thai citizens. Cambodia must take decisive action to dismantle these operations, including arrests and extraditions, to curb economic sabotage. Evacuation of Cambodian civilians from disputed territories. Residents from Cambodia must be relocated from areas Thailand claims as its sovereign territory, such as Ban Nong Chan in Thailand's Surin province and Chukche village in Cambodia's Otter Mianche province. This step is seen as essential to prevent further encroachments and protect local populations. Anyutin warned that failure to meet these conditions would prompt swift Thai countermeasures, including heightened border patrols, reinforced military deployments, and potential economic restrictions. He stressed that these demands are not punitive, but necessary steps towards lasting peace, rooted in Thailand's long-standing claims under international law and historical treaties. Background: a reignited flashpoint in Southeast Asia. The Cambodia-Thailand border dispute, often centered around the ancient Priya Vihar temple and surrounding areas, has flared up again in 2025 amid accusations of territorial violations. Tensions escalated due to reports of road construction projects encroaching on disputed lands and mutual advances by troops from both sides. Key hotspots include Chukche in Cambodia's Otter Mianche province and Ban Nong Chan in Thailand's Surin province. According to Wikipedia's detailed entry on the conflict, updated as of October 2025, these provocations have led to minor skirmishes, including sporadic gunfire exchanges, and the rapid deployment of additional forces on both sides. This has not only heightened fears of a larger confrontation, but also strained relations within the ASEAN countries, where unity is already fragile due to geopolitical rivalries. Both governments have traded sharp accusations. Thailand claims Cambodia has systematically violated its territory through illegal settlements and infrastructure builds, while Cambodia counters that Thai forces have crossed into Cambodian land, violating the 2000 Memorandum of Understanding on Border Demarcation. The dispute traces back decades, but the 2025 resurgence has drawn international scrutiny, exacerbating economic ripple effects in the region. Cambodian response: hope amid criticism. From Phnom Penh's perspective, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet has expressed optimism for a swift resolution through the Regional Border Committee, RBC, a bilateral mechanism designed to handle such issues without external interference. In recent statements, Manet emphasized Cambodia's commitment to peaceful dialogue and de-escalation, urging both sides to avoid actions that could spiral into violence. However, Cambodian voices have lambasted Thailand's conditions as overt threats rather than constructive diplomacy. An opinion piece in Khmer Times argued that Newton's rhetoric, labeling Cambodian villagers as invaders, is highly provocative and risks fracturing ASEAN further, potentially undermining the bloc's non-interference principle. Similarly, the Phnom Penh Post reported that the standoff exposes ASEAN's inherent weaknesses. It serves more as a forum for rhetoric than a robust body capable of enforcing resolutions. Analysts quoted in the paper called for urgent ASEAN reforms to bolster its mediation powers and safeguard regional stability. On social media, Cambodian users have rallied behind their government's denial of the encroachment claims, instead pointing fingers at Thailand for allegedly constructing roads that infringe on Cambodian soil. International dimensions: Trump's offer, U.S. tariffs, and China's role. President Trump's mediation proposal, including hosting the peace signing under his auspices at the ASEAN Summit, was pitched as a high-profile gesture aimed at burnishing his legacy, potentially netting him another Nobel Peace Prize. Yet, Newton's outright rejection underscores Thailand's preference for bilateral handling, free from what it views as overreaching U.S. influence. Reports from Bloomberg and Channel News Asia, CNA, indicate that Newton plans to inform Trump directly. Thailand is ready to ink the deal at the summit if Cambodia fully accepts the 4 conditions. The summit in Malaysia, set for the last week of October 2025, represents a critical window for de-escalation, with ASEAN leaders expected to prioritize unity amid broader Indo-Pacific tensions. Complicating matters, the U.S. has imposed a 19% tariff on imports from both Thailand and Cambodia, effective immediately following the first reported shots fired across the border. This punitive measure, aimed at pressuring both sides toward talks, could severely impact their export-driven economies, Thailand's tourism and manufacturing sectors, and Cambodia's garment and agriculture industries, potentially costing billions in lost revenue. Thailand has also accused China of fueling the conflict by supplying arms to Cambodia, a claim that Beijing has denied, but which adds a layer of great power rivalry to the mix. This allegation has drawn sharp rebukes from Phnom Penh, which views it as an attempt to internationalize a bilateral issue. Broader implications: a test for ASEAN and regional peace. Public sentiment in Thailand shows divided support. While some citizens on social platforms applaud Newton's firm stance as a defense of national pride, others worry about the economic fallout and call for restraint. In Cambodia, preparations for the next RBC meeting signal a proactive push for calm. In summary, the 2025 Cambodia-Thailand border crisis has emerged as a powder keg in Southeast Asia, demanding authentic diplomatic engagement from all stakeholders. Without effective international facilitation, the upcoming ASEAN Summit could either forge a breakthrough or deepen divisions. As the October 9th deadline for responses looms, all eyes are on whether cooler heads and concrete concessions will prevail to avert a wider regional crisis.